Hey guys, what's up? Card Trick Man 52 back with another video today. And today is going to be another card trick performance and tutorial. And it is actually mainly a effect, or rather a variation that I have created. And I think it's pretty cool, and I believe I've created it, and that I've made the hand length and this variation. In my mind, I've made it because I haven't seen it anywhere else. But the effect is the same as it would be. It's just I think it's a little more stronger. And it is a variation of the card to box. Basically where you have someone pick a card and you show them that a box is empty, and then their card has disappeared from the deck, and you show them the box, and it is now in the box. So, there is a variation, the one that I learned, where I'll just explain it to you real quick. I'm not going to show you how to do it because it's not what I'm going to be teaching you today. But it is basically where you have somebody pick a card, you control it to the top, and you set the box on top of the deck and show that it's empty, but while it's on top of the deck, you take their card, which is on the top, with the box when you set it down, and they can't see it because it's underneath the box. And then when here, let me grab the box real quick, or I have one right here. So you'll have it like, and you'll have a piggy break, and then you'll show the box is empty, like this. And then while it's on top, you carry the card with it. You set it down, and then pick up the box, and it's on the bottom, but you pull it out like it's in the box. If you do it fast enough, it looks good. But you know, there's many things that could go wrong with that, like the card being able to be seen when it's under the box. So like there's a little bit flashes, if you know, shows a little bit, and it's not as powerful because they're not actually pulling it out of the box. You're pulling it from the bottom. And I think that obviously if it's actually in the box, it's a lot more stronger because you can show them that it's in the box, and it just strengthens the effect more. So that's why I've created this, and it's an actual card, and it ends up inside the box. And it requires very little. I wouldn't even really call it a gimmick, but it is really cool, and I will go ahead and show you the performance as best as I can at the moment. So, it does involve a shuffled pack, so the spectator can shuffle it. So just mix it up. Okay, so now I'm going to have you select any card. Let's just say you choose this one. Go ahead and memorize it, and it is the King of Hearts. Okay, easy enough. So then I'm going to take their card, place it in the middle, it's about middle, right? Okay, now I'm going to lose it into the pack. Okay. So now I'm going to show you that this box is completely empty. There is nothing inside this box, correct? It is completely empty. I can show you it. There is absolutely nothing inside this box, right? Okay, so now I'm going to take the box and I'm just going to close it up, like so. Okay, and I'm going to set the box aside for later. And now I'm going to give the deck a shuffle, just to make sure your card's shuffled in the deck. Okay, now I'm going to attempt to find your card in a pretty cool way, I think. I'm going to take it and I'm just going to cut the deck and shoot it out. And hopefully your card was the Three of Hearts. It was the King of Hearts? Okay, let me try one more time. See if I can get it to shoot out like that. And Queen of Spades. Okay. Sorry, I'm not really having any luck, and it'll probably take me 50 more times to find your card, because I honestly don't know where it is. So I'm just going to have you find your card out of the deck and pull it so I can do something with it. Let's find your card, King of Hearts, right? Okay, let's find it here. King of Diamonds. I'm not seeing the King of Hearts. Probably just near the top, right? Okay. Yeah, it's not in here. That's really weird. Well, the only place I could possibly think of it showing up is actually in the box, but, you know, we showed you that there was nothing inside of it, so there couldn't be. Oh, there is. That's a little weird. Was your card King of Hearts? Okay, and you guys, that is effect. And now, I will teach you the tutorial of that effect. Okay, guys, so now I'm going to teach you how to make the so-called gimmick. And you'll need a pair of scissors and a box. And the trick is all in the box, actually. You can see that it's not, the box isn't intact. This is the bottom of it actually is off like that. Okay, so it's really easy how to do that. You just find a box that you don't really use anymore, and you take the bottom and you kind of, there's like two layers. So there's this top layer and then there's another layer underneath. You're going to peel off this top layer, one, you know, bicycle deck where it has the barcode, and you just cut it off. Simply cut it off. They don't need to see the bottom of the box. Nobody cares about the bottom of the box. Okay, and then make sure it's pretty even. Okay, and you're left with this other flap right here, and then these two inside. So you're going to actually cut these two off also. Make sure those are evenly cut off, and then you take the other one and cut it off as well. Okay, now you're just left with sorry, I need to get this. It's bugging me. There's still that little part right there. Whatever. Anyways, so just this bottom layer right here, and yeah, that's the trick to the whole effect, really. So here is basically the handling. If you couldn't tell, but most of this handling is actually getting the card inside of the box, obviously, because you need a. It's pretty angle sensitive, but you shouldn't worry about it because it's not too angle sensitive. So you have your box made, and you just have it closed, and make sure this isn't like, you know, sticking out like that. Just, you know, kind of tuck it in a little bit maybe. When you set it down, it shouldn't stick out too much. It should look pretty normal. And you start out by having them pick a card. And by the way, guys, something that I find kind of fun is, you know, you want to kind of be humorous with your audience. I didn't do it in the performance of this, but it's something that you could do. Is you could, if you know how to fan a deck of cards, then you could thumb fan it and say, okay, go ahead and pick a card, and you kind of like pull one out like this, and it just gets a laugh from your audience, because like, you know, pick any card, and there's just one sticking out. I don't know, it's just something kind of fun sometimes. And or you can just spread through it and say pick a card, and then when they're about to reach a card, you can say not that one. It just gets a giggle, and you know, it lowers their guard a little bit, which is pretty cool. So yes, now back onto the things, tricks. So you have them pick a card. 6 of diamonds, have them memorize it. Obviously you don't want to see it, because at the end you're going to pretend like you found that card, but you didn't. So you have them memorize it, and you control it to the top. I'm sure you guys all know how to do that, just any method you want. You can use a double undercut, or just, it's not hard to control a card to the top. That's the least of your worries is this. So, whoa, 6 times accidentally. Okay. So you have the card on the top, and when it's on the top, you're going to get a pink break, and then you're going to take the box. Now you got to be careful. This is one important part. You need to, when you take the box, again, you want to make sure you don't like put pressure, because then this will pop out. So you want to make sure you hold it by the bottom and squeeze at the bottom like this, so that, you know, make it look natural, obviously, but make it look like there's nothing you did to it. And then when you show them the inside of the box, you can move these flaps out of the way, and you show them that there's nothing inside. And when you're doing that, you're actually squeezing the bottom, because if you were to just hold it like this normally, they would be able to see that there's like an opening over in the back. So that's why you apply pressure like this, and you kind of just show them inside. And you can, it's like, you can't, there's nothing in there, obviously, there's nothing in there. You can even have them feel inside as long as they don't push out the flap, obviously. So you say, okay, now there's nothing in there, and this is where most of the move comes in. Remember, you still have that brake, and that just helps you get the leverage of the card. So you're holding it like this, and then you can transition to your other hand and let go of that part. So then what you want to do is you want to take it, and you want to push it like this, so that kind of it gets this out a little bit, kind of just that real quick. And the good thing about this is when you're going face to face with your with your spectator, if you show them straight on, they're going to be able to see through it. You can't see that really because my jacket's really dark, but you can see through it if you were to hold it like that, obviously. So that's where this flap right here comes in handy. I mean, if you hold it like this, they can't see into the box. They'll assume that there's nothing in there because you already showed them there's nothing in there. What you want to be sensitive about is, one, making sure they can't see inside, and two, that you're not holding it like this so that they can see you see the flap open. So you hold it pretty straightforward, and you want to place it actually in just so that the flap is covering the card, their card, just a little bit, or just like right in front of it, kind of like this. And when you hold it like this, it looks normal. And then you, as long as it's positioned in that spot, you're good. Okay? So then you have it positioned in that spot, and then you close the box, again making sure they don't see through it. And then you want to make sure it's pretty straight. And then what you're going to do is you're going to use your hand as cover, and you're going to push the card in with your thumb, like so. And you're going to do it all in one motion, and you're going to close the bottom flap with your thumb as you're doing that. And you're going to just hold like this. It's a very quick move, and you just got to get that move down and get the positioning correct. But once you have that thumb break, and you have it positioned in front of it so it's open, use the flap as cover. Okay, say, now I'm going to close it. You close it, and then immediately move your thumb back. And since you have a brake, it's easy to find. You just push at the brake, and you just slide it in there. And you close this back flap as you do that, as you're pulling it out. And it's all in one motion, and I'll show you it up to speed. You have their card. Okay, and you have it positioned in front. You say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and close it up. Close it up now. Sorry, that was bad. Let me try that again. Don't do that in your performance. Okay, so don't show them inside. I'm going to go ahead and close it up now. You actually want to close up the front part before you push in the card, just for to let you know. I didn't really explain that. So you get the card out. I'll go through it again up to speed. You have the front open. Position it in front. Say okay. You close it up. Close it up first. Push it in. As long as it's positioned, as long as the box is positioned in front, it'll be pretty easy to push it in and close it up, all in one motion. And definitely practice this in front of a mirror, so that you can check your angles. And after that, it's pretty straightforward. You set the box down and to make sure that the front of the box is facing towards them, so they don't see the bottom, and they won't think anything of it. And then use any kind of pattern you want. Just say, okay, I'm going to try to find your card. You can use hot shot like I used in the performance, whatever. Or you can just pull a random card out and then have them look through the deck and their card's not there. And you, again, use any kind of pattern you want. And you pull out the box and you grab it like this. Immediately kind of closing up this right there, and then you hold it kind of like holding a deck and mechanics grip and keeping pressure. And you say, okay, actually there is a card in here now. And you show them the card, and they can see it clearly inside of the box. That's the strongness of this effect. Pull it out, and boom, you reveal it's a card. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this, and yeah, this is my version of a card box. So like, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and come again next time for my next video. See you guys later.